Hello guys, and welcome to my in-depth analysis of the Dark Knight Rises trailer 2. This video might contain spoilers, so if you haven't seen the prologue, please try and watch it, preferably on IMAX, because then you'll miss out on the experience if you watch it online due to bad quality. So let's get this up and running. So obviously the trailer starts off with the Warner Brothers logo, DC, syncope, and then we get to a kid singing the American National Anthem. And if we pause the video here, we can see two things to me which really stand out. One is the R. Many people are speculating that, you know, it has something to do with robbing. I personally don't think so, because Christopher Nolan clearly said during Batman Begins that he wouldn't have Robin in any of his Batman films due to this is when Batman is young, when he's first starting. So technically Dick Grayson, or whichever reincarnation of Robin it is, would still be a child. And the second thing is, if you look to the left of the R, you can see demolish. And that catches my mind because if you see in the trailer, obviously you know Bane blows up the stadium. So I'm not sure, you know, if that's, you know, something Nolan put in there, or if it was one of the extras, if they just made that. But either way, these two things caught my mind. Next we see Bane entering the stadium, possibly underneath it, hence how it blows up later on in the trailer.
You are as precious to me as you were to your own mother and father.
Next we see a man enter the frame on a walking cane. If you pause here, you can kind of see the face, and I speculate that that is Bruce Wayne. Why he has the cane though is obviously a complete mystery, but I presume it's after Bane breaks his back. So I guess there's a hint if we will see the famous Bane breaking Batman's back scene. And throughout this scene you can hear obviously Michael Caine speaking to Bruce about how he failed to protect him. Maybe this is because he feels guilty for letting Bruce obviously take on the persona of Batman, and after he fights Bane and getting hurt, he feels guilty because he could have possibly stopped Bruce from either fighting Bane or becoming Batman. So that's also a very interesting line. The next scene we see is Wayne Manor. If I pause it here, obviously it looks fairly similar to the previous version of it, but regardless of the fact, it still looks like something Bruce Wayne will build, obviously in memory of his late parents' death. Next we see, I think it's the mayor of Gotham, welcome Commissioner Gordon onto the stage, who's possibly going to be giving a speech to the audience on Harvey Dent.
He's the hero.
The next scene we have is with Brett Cullen as the judge, and Matthew Modine as Nixon, and I guess they're discussing the peace Gotham is having, obviously after the events of the Joker. We next see a figure of a man on a roof looking down at, I guess, the speech Gordon is giving. It could be Bruce looking from above, but who knows. Then we see Bruce enter the party with a cane in his right hand. I presume, obviously due to the movements of the right arm, it looks like he's walking with a cane. Next we see Anne Hathaway as Lena Kyle. Obviously she's wearing cat ears and a mask, and she's speaking to Bruce Wayne about a oncoming storm. Maybe she has, you know, some idea of what Bane is planning. Obviously who knows, it's just pure speculation. We next see her in a different scene, putting on pearls which look identical to the pearls Bruce's mum gave him before she died in Batman Begins. And obviously on the left hand side you can see her cat ears also. Here we can see Gordon. This is probably before he gets put in the hospital bed. Maybe this scene explains why he's in the hospital bed as we see him in the teaser trailer. Here we see Bane's thugs, I guess, ransacking Wayne Manor, possibly looking for someone. They drag someone from underneath a cabinet. This next scene is interesting. Many people say this is Arkham Asylum. This isn't Arkham Asylum. This is Blackgate Prison. Bane obviously breaks up prisoners to, I guess, join him. We get a shot of the team Gotham Rogues are playing. This is also another interesting scene that shows Bruce enter a large chamber which could be a prison. But the main question is, when is it? Is this before Batman Begins? Is it during The Dark Knight Rises? Is it a flashback? Who knows? You see Bane press a button, and the next scene is just awesome, really. You see a player running, and in the background the pitch is just collapsing behind him. He doesn't even realize until he's made the touchdown. He turns around and he's just like, whoa. You then see Bruce Wayne lying down with bruises on his face. He looks scared, he looks tired, he looks hurt. And then we see and hear Bane, and his speech is actually one of the best lines I've heard in a trailer all year. He says, "When Gotham is ashes, you have my permission to die." God knows why he's saying that to Bruce. Maybe, he's broken his back, he knows he's Batman, he's telling Bruce, when I've destroyed Gotham, basically I'm going to kill you. Next we see Marion Cotillard as Miranda Tate, even though some fans speculate that she could be Thalia Al Ghul. Miranda Tate is a Wayne Enterprise board member, and my theory for her being in the film is she actually supplies Bane with, I guess, weapons, technology, but she definitely supplies them with the tumblers, which obviously Bane has 3 of in the film. We see a man jump off a roof, possibly Bruce, and Hathaway walk in, could be a train station. Here we see Batman get off his Batpod and raise a gun-shaped object towards someone or something. If you play Batman Arkham City, it looks fairly similar to that same device which is used to power up electrical devices or objects from far. Could be the same thing, could be different, who knows. We see a tumbler get destroyed, whether it was by Batman in his Batwing, or maybe Catwoman on her Batpod, or her Catpod, more like. Here we see people rappel down a well, or a prison. This is possibly the League of Shadows breaking Bane out of prison, because Bane was raised in a prison until he escaped. Maybe this is him escaping from prison with help from the League of Shadows. Maybe it's his own thugs with connections to the outside world. Here we see Bane in a cool looking pose, obviously looking badass as usual. But I'm actually going to take this time to talk about the Bane character. He wears a mask which supplies him with an anesthetic gas to relieve him of pains he suffers from an injury sustained early in his story. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, another Inception star in this film, he played a character called John Blake. He was a beat cop assigned to special duty under the command of Commissioner Gordon. A action sequence with the Blackgate prisoners fighting Gotham PD, with Batman obviously preparing to fight Bane. Here you see a possible SWAT team about to storm into a room looking for Bane, Batman, who knows. One of Bane's tumblers opens fire. Batman and Bane engaging in a fist fight. Here's a possible breakout attempt for Bane by the League of Shadows. The final clip in the trailer, we see the Batwing in pursuit of Bane's tumblers. But anyway guys, that's I guess my in-depth analysis of the trailer. Maybe I missed some things. If I have, please let me know in the comment section. Please subscribe. I will be doing movie reviews of upcoming films and more trailer analysis. I plan on doing some for the new Battleship trailer, Prometheus, G.I. Joe, Men in Black, etc, etc. I'll see you guys soon.